Something that I've recently started doing was adding resistance to my regular routines of walking. So if you look at my feet, I got on those ankle weights. All right, grab you some at Spree. You can go into like Walmart and grab some. These are 5 pounds. You can go heavier if you want, but it just adds more resistance. Helps you burn a few more calories and such. You get stronger. All right, so inside of the Built by Plants Pocket Coach, we have different courses that teach you about how to build your meal plan. All right, so understanding the framework of your meal plan, how your meal plans are built. So with that, you can then start to create how you're gonna go grocery shopping. So what we need to prioritize for fat loss, for cutting, is gonna be your calories first, right? Making sure that you're in a deficit. After that, your protein, making sure that you get enough protein in so that you're not losing muscle mass in the process of losing fat. On top of that, we need to make sure that we're getting in enough veggies, different varieties of veggies, different colors and such, so that you can get all your micronutrients in. Then you can play around with your carbs and your fats. Those are going to fluctuate based off of your food choices. So we're going to start off with our protein. We're going to head over there, grab some seitan, grab a little tofu, and I'm going to show you what the go-tos that I like to have that are really beneficial and they have a decent amount of protein in there per calorie, all right? Not a lot of fats, not a lot of carbs, really concentrated source of protein, which is the seitan. They got really decent selections. So we're gonna head over here. My all-time favorite protein source is seitan, specifically this brand right here, Nature Soy. This is the vegan chicken, and the macros is what makes it so amazing. 300 calories for the whole pack with 52 grams of protein. Super solid. You're probably not going to find too much better of a concentrated source of protein than this right here. So we got different flavors. They got the vegan beef and the vegan chicken. Y'all can grab these, and they're pretty affordable compared to other brands of seitan. This one's only $3, $2.99, right? And depending on where you live, the price may be a little bit different. We're in Dallas, so the pricing here is $2.99. When I was back in Chicago, I think it was like $2.49, and then in the suburbs of Chicago, like Naperville, it was like $1.99. So depending on where you are, the price may be different. Just gotta go check it out. So I'm gonna get all of them. All right. So we're gonna just grab them. Grab them up so that we have them for the week. And again, I'm not just shopping for me, I'm shopping for Raina as well. And then DC gonna get some too. So make sure that we got enough. I'm also gonna grab some tofu. I like to get the firm or the extra firm, right? So what I started playing around with recently was the silk tofu, like the really soft one, and that's pretty good for creating like vegan dishes. So like cheesecakes, you know. I'm working on a banana pudding recipe. I actually tried that. I forgot to tell you actually. I tried it. It was actually solid. It was decent. I got to do a little bit more tweaking to it, but that's really good. For the protein, let me get some mushrooms, which is an underrated source of protein. Mushrooms, not that it has a lot. You have to eat a lot of mushrooms to get a sufficient amount, but per calorie, mushrooms are really decent when it comes to protein. I think like 45 calories has about 4 to 5 grams of protein, which is really decent if you add that up, right? If you was to do 200 calories, that's about maybe 20 grams of protein. And it's not like it's excellent, but it's decent for being mushrooms, you know. Just realized I'm probably gonna be buying a lot more than I thought originally. So we're gonna transition this little buggy thing to a cart. Mushrooms. You're gonna notice they got a whole bunch of different varieties. So these are the oyster mushrooms, which is what we use a lot of times for making like the vegan chicken, so to speak, right? These are the king oyster mushrooms right here, which are pretty good as well. You can do a lot with those. There's lots of different varieties. Come down here, see little different ones, all different kind of stuff. You got seafood mushrooms, right? You see the ones that they got for Raina. Raina likes these over here. She like these enoki mushrooms. So I'm gonna get a pack of these for her. And then I'm gonna get some oyster mushrooms as well. Like I say, always go to the back when you can. It's usually gonna be the stuff that don't expire the fastest. It has a longer expiration date. Pack of the oyster mushrooms. And then we got the enoki mushrooms. Now keep in mind, this is not necessarily one of the budget shopping videos. This is more so just getting everything that I need to make sure that I'm cutting where I want to cut. Now, obviously, you can still budget shop and just get exactly what you need for the week, but I'm just getting things I know that we're gonna like. So from there, now we can move over and grab some veggies. So before we actually grab like the leafy greens, we're gonna come down here and get like some peppers, bell peppers, those type of things. So we got some jalapenos, and then I'm gonna just get one of these bell pepper, the tricolor ones. Cool thing about h-mart is they have lots of different kinds of veggies. They don't just have spinach, they got Chinese spinach, they got Chinese broccoli. They got a lot of different stuff that you're not gonna find, which we'll show you over here. So it's just really about like expanding what you're eating when it comes to veggies. There's a lot of different ones that you can see and try out. So like this, for example, I have no idea what this is. I wouldn't even know how to eat this. It's called a choy song. So this was a Chinese broccoli that I was talking about right here. It's pretty cool. It actually tastes really good when you cook it. You can do these in like a wok. Clean them first, and you can cook them in a wok, add your seasons and stuff to it, make it taste really good. They rarely have these, but this is the Chinese broccoli chips. These are rare, at least from my experience. So I'm gonna get these, and then we're also gonna get the Chinese spinach if I can find it. And then we're gonna get some bok choy. Let me see, and there's a lot of different kind of bok choys. I didn't realize how many different ones were. See right here? This is Shanghai bok choy tip. You just got Shanghai bok choy. Come over this way too. These are different type of choy. And then they got the baby bok choy, the baby bok choy tips. They all different, right? This is the baby bok choy. This is the baby bok choy tips. You got the yu choy. You got the big bok choy, right? Big one. Ong choy, there's ridiculous amounts. So you can kind of see when I say just come and experiment. You never know what you're really gonna find that you may love. That'd be your new favorite veggie, like these, right? So h-mart is an amazing grocery store. I didn't know nothing about it. Raina told me about it, and then we went and found it, and I've been going here ever since. That was like 3 years ago. And these are coming like straight from the ground, right? So if you see a little dirt or even a little insect or something like that, it's kind of normal because it's growing from the earth. Over here, we're gonna get some cilantro. I got some green onions. We're gonna get some asparagus, and then I'm gonna just grab some spinach and we'll wrap it up with that. So those are usually the main veggies that I use. My go-tos are like broccoli, asparagus, spinach, and then bok choy. And it may be different versions of broccoli and spinach, but it's usually always including those. These things are extremely hard to get out for most people. So a quick tip is like over here, you see like how the water is dripping, like from the bottom of that. See that? What I usually do is I'll just like touch the bottom of the water, wipe it off a little bit, and then rub it and it opens right up. Never fails. I used to be sitting over there struggling for like 5 minutes trying to open one of these bags. And one day I just made it, I just randomly touched it and it worked. So, all right, so DC found some spinach. I didn't see any. It was hidden by the bok choy, arugula. For whatever reason, I just wanted to say bok choy. Well, let's move on. Now we're gonna go on and get our carbs, right? So with the carbs, we're just gonna get some potatoes. Y'all know I love the purple sweet potatoes. I don't know if they got them. Sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't. But they got a lot of different kinds of potatoes. They got Japanese sweet potatoes. They got a lot of stuff. We'll show you. And then after that, we'll go ahead and get our little fats, and then we should be done. All right. So just basics, essentials. So this is like a little mixed potato, mini ones, red potatoes, white potatoes. And these are all the small ones. Then purple potatoes. Now keep in mind, these are not purple sweet potatoes. These are just purple potatoes. So they taste good still, but they're not the sweet ones. Then we got red large, white large, royal, which is the golden ones, and then Idaho, when I was in 5th grade, this kid, I'll never forget. I was in 5th grade. This Asian kid, he was one of my good friends. His name was Justin. He was in Miss Lewis' class. Randomly, she's just teaching or whatever. He raised his hand because she brought up the state Idaho, and he was like, "Hey, Miss Lewis, do you know the joke about Idaho?" And she's like, "Huh?" He's like, "You know the joke about Idaho?" He's like, "No, tell me." He was like, "Idaho or Idaho?" I was dying. I was like, "Boy, I know you didn't." She's like, "Get out." It was so damn funny. I'll never forget that. That was in 5th grade. I still remember to this day. We have our purple sweet potatoes. Now, here at h-mart, they call them purple yams, which is basically the same thing. But if you go to like Whole Foods or Sprouts, it'll say purple sweet potatoes. So I'm not going to get a lot of these. I'm going to get this bag right here. And then I'm going to get some gold potatoes for Raina. And then we should be done with the carbs. I might actually go to a different grocery store and just grab like some rice, whatever, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and go back over here, see if we can find some gold potatoes in a bag. If not, I'll just grab some in the bags. A bag, 5-pound bag of the gold potatoes. And then we're gonna grab our fats, which is just avocado, probably we got nuts at the house already, where we got like walnuts and stuff. And then I'm gonna grab some fruits, and that's a wrap. Avocados, these are the healthy fats. These are the good fats for you, all right? So you can grab these, but DC just brought up a good point, which is going somewhere else to get them, like Kroger or whatever, because these are $2.49 each, not per pound or anything, each. So if you get 2 of these, that's $5. And how much you say they are?
67 cents.
67 cents at Kroger? Mm-hmm. 67 cents at Kroger. So we'll be going to Kroger. So what is that like? For $2.50, that's like 3 or 4 of them. Like 4, you get like 4 of them for the same price. So I would get those, but I'm not. But for you all, you can get some healthy fats by getting your avocados. We're gonna go right into our fruits. So for fruits, I'm just keep it basic. I'm gonna get some bananas because I'm gonna probably do some smoothies and things like that. And then also maybe some mango. I haven't had mango in a long time. And cantaloupe. And maybe honeydew. So honeydew melon. So we'll switch it up. Those are my staples.